The meditation which the speaker will share with you in this video is Gourishankar Meditation. This is a meditation to be practiced in the night. 3 hours must have passed since the meal. 2 hours are sufficient if you are eaten a light meal. The stomach must necessarily be empty, otherwise it is better not to perform this technique. The most important aspect of this meditation is the breathing. All techniques involving breathing must be practiced of an empty stomach. If you don't follow this rule, there will be a risk of causing permanent stomach damage. Furthermore, if the stomach is not completely empty, no depth can be reached in meditation. The name of this meditation technique comes from the name of a mountain that is part of the Himalayas. The first stage of this technique consists of a particular breathing technique able to vary the carbon monoxide found in our circulatory system. Thanks to this, it will be as if we were transported to the height of Mount Everest, the Gourishankar. Thanks to the variation on the carbon monoxide present in our blood, this creates a new situation for our mind. The mind is not comfortable with new situations, so it will be easier for us to be aware of the things that happen in us. The mind is made up of past memories, so if it has to deal with something it has never done before, it cannot resist. The mind likes to live in what it knows, but is always afraid of what it doesn't know. A young person does not live in the past, which is why he will generally never be afraid of anything. But the same young man, once he becomes an adult, will begin to be afraid of what he does not know. And once he is old, the fear of the unknown will be impossible to overcome. An elder always lives in what he knows. This is why an elderly person is afraid of death, because death is something he does not know. Why a young man does not fear death, because he is not afraid of the unknown. Like all meditation technique, try to be dressed as little as possible, but without the body feeling cold. If the body temperature drops, this causes us to lose energy quickly, so we will also lose energy on a mental level. This definitely does not help meditation. Then you prepare a light candle, keep the room dark, except for the light of the candle. You sit in front of the candle, on the floor or in a chair. The important thing is to have a straight back and that the candle is lower than our eyes. An angle of about 30 degrees between the eyes and the flame is fine. You sit with your eyes closed. Inhale deeply through the nose and fill the lungs. Hold your breath as long as possible, but do not overdo it. Do not be violent. It is important to hold your breath for a long time, but we Westerners always exaggerate. Remember, this technique was invented in India. So hold your breath as long as possible, like an Indian would. From a scale of 1 to 10, you reach a maximum of 8. If you are an Indian, or you are a white person who has lived in India for a few years, you can reach 10. Then exhale from the mouth gently. Keep the lungs empty as much as possible, as long as possible. Continue this cycle for the full 15 minutes. In the second stage, return to normal breathing. Open your eyes and with a blurred gaze look at the flame of a candle. Thanks to the breathing technique, of the first stage, it will be easier to be able to look at the candle with a blurred look. The thought process will be slower than usual. Our awareness will be less tempted to identify with the thought process. Try to keep your body as still as possible. So make sure that whatever position you have chosen at the beginning of the meditation is a comfortable position. The third stage also lasts 15 minutes. Stand up, do it slowly, and try to be as aware as possible of each movement. Close your eyes, relax your body, especially your shoulder and neck. Keep your arms at your side and palms open slightly outward. Hands must be in the correct position, but relax. Just observe everything that happens to you, both mentally and physically. Savor the beauty of being aware of all the energy flowing through your body. Do not identify with what has happened to you, but simply observe within. Don't become the experience. You don't look for something to happen. If something happens to you, don't get attached to what is happening, and don't hope it will happen again. If you do, it will never happen again. Simply observe the experience internally, completely, and forget about it. Always you keep your mind fresh and new. Whatever happens to you during a meditation, do not identify with the experience. Once you identify, everything ends. All benefits will be lost. When the meditation is over, simply forget about everything happened, good or bad. Know that it's always the first time you meditate. The first stage of 15 minutes consists in lying on the ground, eyes closed, with the back straight, hands superimposed on each other in the lower abdomen area. Don't use any pillow. At this time, do nothing. Do not look inside what happened to you. You simply do not exist anymore. Do not worry about the thought process, even if it runs wild. Do not give any importance to anything, as if you were dead. A dead man has no worth. Thank you for listening.